Hi, my name is Matt Soul, and I've been writing a children's book about a kid with type 1 diabetes who becomes a superhero called Insulin Kid. So before I get into talking about the book a little bit, I'm going to show you what you came here for, and I'm going to show you the cover. I hired an illustrator, Jess. Over the past few months, we've gone back and forth talking about the story, and this is the final cover design that will be on the book when it is published, but here is the cover. So we got Jacob, the main character of the story, standing on a pile of sweets, the arch nemesis of anybody with type 1 diabetes. I kind of modeled him to look like a little version of me. The story of Insulin Kid follows a kid named Jacob, who is diagnosed with type 1 diabetes at the beginning of the story. It talks about how he's afraid of the diagnosis, about what it means for him and his future of eating sweets in this case. But at the beginning of the story, you see him reading a comic book about a superhero. And a little ways into the story, he realizes that he can also be a superhero in his own way, where he can help other kids with type 1 diabetes cope with their new diagnoses as well. And also maybe stop his dad from eating a cookie or two on the way. I wanted to have a little bit of fun with this story and show that type 1 diabetes isn't the end of your life.
It's not the end of your life.
As some people see it when they first get their diagnosis. I was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes at 23 years old.
Ow! Oh, that's all the diabetes. Right? Yeah, you got them all.
I went to the doctor and they took my blood sugar at the time and it was 467. I didn't know what that meant at the time. I didn't know what a healthy blood sugar was. It wasn't 467. But I remember shortly after getting diagnosed with type 1, I was terrified to even look at a cookie. I didn't want to eat anything sweet or anything with carbs in general. I was afraid to eat bread because I was scared that it was going to raise my blood sugar and I was going to die. That's not the case. You're not going to die. You can eat normal things. You just have to learn to control your sugars with insulin and with talking to your doctor. And that's what I wanted to cover in this book a little bit as well. That you can live a normal life with type 1 diabetes, you just have to manage it a little bit differently than other people. So who is the illustrator of Insulin Kid? Jess. As I said at the beginning of the video, I found her on Readsy, and she has been fantastic to work with. I will link her Instagram and her socials in the description. So go follow her, show her some love. Going back and forth with her, it seemed like she was the perfect candidate for this story, just based on the other stories she's illustrated. So when can you expect this book to be in your hands or available to be in your hands? Hopefully sometime this summer, in the June or July area, we will be getting this published and ready for you to buy. I'll be publishing it on Amazon, so be on the lookout there. I'll post links as we lead up to the initial launch of the book. If you want to follow Insulin Kid up to launch, you can follow me on Instagram. That's where I'll be posting a lot of the illustrations, images, as Jess sends them to me. Make sure to subscribe to this channel. Leave me some comments. Let me know what you think of this idea and if you're excited to see it come to life as well. I also want to, before I go, thank all the initial people from my Facebook list and people in my life that gave me the initial money to hire Jess to illustrate this book. Without those people, I would not have been able to get this far. Thank you to all of you. You know who you are. Thank you all for watching. I've got a baby that just woke up from a nap, so I'm going to go take care of that. And be on the lookout for Insulin Kid. See what happens. All right, here we go. Oh, let's see. Hi, my name's Matt Soul, and I've been writing a children's book about a kid with type 1 diabetes who becomes a superhero called Insulin Kid.